Hi, welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here with me for this video. So in today's video, we're going to do the mid-month check-in for the air signs. So that would be Gemini, Libra, and Aquariuses. And this is going to cover the time of August 15th through the 31st. So let's go ahead and see what is going on for the air signs for the rest of the month of August of 2025. So I'm excited that you're here with me. As always, please hit the like button so that others will see this information, and hit the subscribe button so that you'll get future videos that I put out. I try to do videos covering all kinds of spiritual topics. And at some point, I'm thinking maybe the middle, the end of September, I'll be adding the weekly element readings to the channel. But I'm trying to work that out with my schedule. And I've got some traveling coming up here. Um, I'm going to be traveling 2 times coming up. So probably when I get finished with that, I'll try to get that going. So, all right, let's see what's going on for the air signs. So I'm an air sign, so I'm always kind of curious with these readings. And I noticed that the one that I did, the air sign reading I did for the month of August 2025 was spot on for me personally. So that brings up a point, it might resonate with you personally, but my intention is for the collective. So it's for all air signs that are going to see this reading or, have watched this reading. So it's for everybody watching. So take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, because not everything will resonate with you. If a lot of, because it's intended for a lot of people, it's not an individual personalized reading. But I've noticed with me, when I'm watching other readers, a lot of times those readings can really resonate right with me personally. So it's quite interesting how that works. All right, let's get started for the air signs. I feel like I need to do one more quick little shuffle. I don't feel like we're quite finished yet. Okay. Basically, just keep shoveling till I feel like I need to stop. Okay. I like to do a good shuffle. All right, we've got the Six of Wands. We've got the Ten of Swords. Interesting. Queen of Pentacles. Five of Cups. Ooh, Three of Wands. The Empress. And the Seven of Pentacles. So, some of these cards I believe came up for the mid-month August reading for the collective I just did 2 days ago. So they came out 2 days ago. So this is interesting. All right. So in the past, the air signs we're in a confident energy for ourselves. Like here's the Queen of Pentacles. We're sitting in our pentacle energy. We're sitting in abundance. Um, and we're holding on to it, but there's a sense of confidence. Like we're feeling good right now in our abundance. Not quite to the king level archetype, but we still have a lot of energy coming in. That's allowing us to be kind of in a happy, content. I guess that's the word I want to say, content with our abundance. And that's with us in the past, coming into the middle of the month of August. But looking at the current energy for the middle of the end of August, it's we're feeling pretty good right now as an air sign collective. See, we're going in, we're in our little parade with the wreath going down. You see all the people there smiling and happy. So we're feeling like we're doing pretty good. We're feeling pretty good in ourselves. Kind of like what I'm feeling is a very lighthearted kind of energy. Um, a lot of people call this the victory card. And that's kind of what I'm feeling. Like we're just feeling, pretty good in ourselves. Between the Queen of Pentacles and that card, I feel this very kind of light energy. We're feeling abundant. We're feeling confident. We're feeling good in ourselves. But our situation is surrender. So we are surrendering to it's kind of like I feel like part of the reason why we're in that light energy and we're feeling kind of confident and good is because we surrendered. And what I mean by that, it's like we've done everything we could do in the situation. we've done everything we could do on our end. And now it's like we're giving it to the divine. So it's kind of like we're coming to the end of a cycle because it's a 10 of swords, coming to an end of a cycle. But it's this sense of we're surrendering to the divine will. We're surrendering to our higher self, to like, to whatever our mission and path is. It's kind of like, okay, I've done everything I can. I'm releasing all this anxiety. I'm releasing fear. Um, and I'm kind of giving it to the universe, um, and to the divine as far as the next step. So it's like you're in this like lighthearted energy because you're giving the, you're surrendering to the divine will, so to speak. Um, but as a group, air signs, we're feeling a lot of kind of loss and regret and sadness, because you see he's looking at the three, I don't know if you can see, he's looking at the three over here. He's looking at the three empty cups on the ground, but there's some behind him, see, that are full, but he doesn't see those. He's focused on what he's lost. So it's kind of like a sense of sadness, loss, regret as a collective. But I feel like it's because it's a sense of sadness, loss, and regret for what we're leaving behind. What we're letting go of as we surrender. So it's kind of it's gonna be good for us to let this stuff go, is what I'm saying. So we might be feeling a sense of loss and sadness, like say you're leaving a job, but you're starting a new job, or you're going into a new career path. And you're going to miss aspects of that old job. Like you're going to miss maybe the people you work with or parts of that job that you really liked. But it's like where you're going is going to be so much better for you individually. It's going to be, better for your mission, for your path forward that you're meant to be on. But there's a sense of sadness of leaving it behind. And same it could be with a relationship. Your relationship's coming to an end. You've done everything you could. You're surrendering to the divine will, to the divine, to the universe, and you're kind of like just letting it all go. But there's kind of a sense of sadness that this relationship didn't work out and that it's come to an end. So that's what I mean. It's like there's a sense of sadness for what you're leaving behind. But looking in the near future, air signs, we're starting a new journey. So we're taking that step forward. So we're leaving these things behind because we surrendered them out. We surrendered to the to the universe, divine will. We've done everything we could. We're surrendering and letting go. And yes, there's some sadness and loss and maybe some regret in what we're leaving behind, but where we're going, we're taking a journey forward because we let that all go. So we're kind of, taking a step forward in the near future after letting that go. And the advice from the universe are these two cards. So you've got the Seven of Pentacles and you got the Empress. So it's kind of like what I feel with this is the universe is basically saying with those cards that, you're 70% there to your new beginning, to taking this step forward. You're taking a step forward on this journey, but it's a process and you're like 70% there. You're not quite there yet. You're still working on your pentacles. It's still kind of coming together. But it's like stay in this Empress energy during this time. Don't, let go of the past. Let go of those things that no longer served you and no longer were in alignment with you. And that's what I feel like. It's like these things that you're leaving behind were no longer in alignment with you. So it's time to let that go. And stay and embrace your Empress energy. Stay in that energy. Be confident, be abundant, be productive, be in that Empress energy. And the Empress is, all of the four queens combined. So she's got all those attributes combined. So she really, she's sure of herself. She's in a good place. She knows what she wants. She's confident. Um, and she's happy and she's, got it together basically. So it's kind of like, have that attitude and energy as you work forward on your pentacles, taking this new journey, taking a step in that new journey. So you're working on it, and things are working out. Things are, you're 70% there. You've got the Empress attitude going on. So just kind of stay there through this process. But right now, towards the end of August, it looks like as air signs, we're going to have, just a surrender. You're coming to the end of that cycle. Let go of those things that are no longer in alignment with you and kind of stay into this, stay in this happy energy. Because I feel like much lighter um energy coming in once you let that stuff go and you surrender. It's like you're going to feel that kind of that weight taken off you. I know that I went through this myself as an air sign. This definitely resonates with me personally. I know this reading does. I noticed that same thing, like letting go of things that no longer in alignment with me. And it's like I did a lot of, over the course of this year, I've done a lot of energetic work, inner work, and it was literally like a weight's been taken off of me. And I noticed that shift probably about mid-June, but through the month of July, I was definitely kind of in a lighter energy like this. And then, but I'm still, kind of surrendering to the universe because it's hard to like, let go of control, right? It's hard for us as humans to do that because we want to try to control everything, but you can't. You have to let the divine, you just have to give it up and let the divine, do what it needs to do. Because remember, the divine, your guides, they all have there's a plan in place. There's a mission that you need to fulfill, and they know what it is, and they're trying to help guide you on that path and help keep you there, to what you need to be doing. So you just kind of have to trust everything's going to work out the way it should for your greater good, and it's always for your greater good. So you just have to be, confident in that and have faith in that. And so, but I did feel a huge shift of positive energy kind of lift off me. Now, I did get some, it was kind of rough with the Lionsgate portal. Energetically, I felt a lot of energy going on, but still I can tell I've done that work even before the portal hit. It was like I said, like a weight was taken off of me. And I feel like that's going to be kind of the theme for the air signs, just looking at this reading. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and thank you for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Have a good day. Bye bye.